Welcome back to Studio B. Where do I get money to invest? I have very little money to invest. I have a very small job. It doesn't pay much. Well, I have a lot of money coming in, and I just can't seem to find any money to invest. One thing you can do is, if you're having a latte every day, cut back on the latte if you don't have money. If you have $5 a week to invest, times 20 weeks, that's $100. You have a little bit of money, a very little bit of money. If you have $5 a day, you have a little bit more money. If you have $100 a week, that's better. If you have $200 a week, that's better. But even if you only have $100 a month, or $100 every 20 weeks, I have $5. What can I invest in? There's stocks that you can buy for $5. The first thing you need to do is establish an account with Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, which has $0 trades. I believe that you could do the same thing with Webull and also Robinhood. I don't recommend Webull because it's a Chinese app, but that's on you if you want to use the Webull app. So, you take your Fidelity. I'm going to use Fidelity because that's what I use, Fidelity. It can be Charles Schwab. It can be Vanguard. It can be anything. I prefer Fidelity over Vanguard. I haven't checked into Charles Schwab. A friend of mine had, well, my former landlord had a account with Charles Schwab. He says they're good with covered calls. So, $5 a week. If you go to, say you're going to Taco Bell every day, or say you're going to Burger King or In-N-Out, and you spend $12 or $15. Okay. Now go to a cheaper place. I use Taco Bell because in Taco Bell, if you're a senior, you get a free senior drink at the particular one that I was doing. And it was in California. It's outside of Palm Springs in a place called Desert Hot Springs. But if you also went to Palm Springs, California, or in and around there, the Taco Bells will give you a free senior drink. It's a small drink. And so at that particular Taco Bell, I was buying a burrito that cost $1. So the burrito was BZ cheese and rice burrito. You buy a $1 burrito. The tax is 8 cents for $1.08. You take it, you sit down in the burrito, in the Taco Bell. You take your senior drink, you fill it up. I like the Baja Blast. You can have the Pepsi or iced tea or whatever you like. And I drink it down, and I have the burrito. Either of that, or I take the burrito to go, get a bunch of napkins, get some ketchup. Ketchup's important. You can have the sauce if you want, but I prefer the ketchup. So you put so you have the napkins, the extra napkins, the ketchup. All right, now what are you going to do? So now you're going to sit down and drink your first drink. It's a small drink. It's 20 ounces, 12 ounces, whatever it is. Then you sit down and drink the second drink. And then you sit down and drink the third drink. Now, if you're eating the burrito at the same time, you take a bite of burrito, have some drink. You take another bite of burrito, have some drink. But the important thing for me is to have 3 drinks. Then I fill it up and take it to go. An hour later, I'm thirsty again. I have a free drink. So you get 4 drinks and a burrito for $1.08 if you're short on capital. Now, if you were going to spend $12 and you spent $1.08 and it was $12.75, take the $12.75, the $1.08 away from the $12.75, put that in your bank account, and then transfer that amount of money to your Fidelity. Now, there's a lot of stocks that you can buy. ARR used to only be around $4 or $5 until they did the reverse split. Now it's a little bit high. So what you have to do is look for a stock that's around $5. Or if you want to wait and you buy a stock that's for $8 or $9, you put the money that you save from not spending it on your burritos, okay, or whatever, hamburger, or you go to McDonald's and you spend $10, $12, and now you go somewhere else and you spend $2 or $3. Take the $9, put it in your bank, transfer it to your Fidelity account, and buy a stock. The stocks that you can buy, you buy any stock that you want that's around that price. That's a dividend stock. For me, I would look at ORC, whether it's $7, $8, $9. ORC was $10 before the market hit, and now it's a little less than $8. So after you give up one meal and have your burrito and drinks, so you're full, you get half the needed iron for the day from that one burrito. And then you eat the rest of the stuff that you normally do. Now, any money that you spend during the day, you take that change and put it into a jar. Friday or Saturday, say Friday. I say Friday. Take all the change that you have, take it down to your bank, deposit it into your bank, transfer it to Fidelity. That's your money to spend on stock. Now you say, that's not going to help a lot. I only make 34 cents and change one day, or 18 cents a change the next day. That doesn't help much. It adds up. It's cumulative. At the end of the year, it could be $40, $50, $60. It could be over $100. Where do you get money to invest? Well, if you have a part-time gig, a part-time job, take all the money from the part-time job that you're not living off of and put that towards your Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab, whichever. You can save money a little at a time. You know, I find pennies on the ground, pick them up, put them in a jar, roll them till we have 50, deposit it, then you have money for your Fidelity. You have money for your Charles Schwab. You have money for your Vanguard. You can invest it now. Now, if you do $5 a week, after 20 weeks, that's $100, or 52 weeks in a year, 20, 40, almost $300. But with the dividends that you're making and reinvesting the dividends, it compounds and it compounds and compounds. Anytime that you, here's an idea. If you need $5, borrow $5 from a friend of yours, tell him you will pay him back on payday. When payday comes, you take the $5, you pay your friend back, and you have another $5. The first $5 you took, you went down to the bank, you deposited in the bank, and then you transferred it into your brokerage account. You can buy a share of stock now. You can do it $5 or $10 as long as you pay your friend back. You pay him back, and you make an equal amount. Now you've got $20 if it was $10 that you borrowed. It was $10 if it was $5. You can buy shares of stock. Sometimes at times past, I would work for somebody. They needed help washing their car. They paid me only $7 to wash their car. So I washed their car, vacuumed the car, whatever. I got the $7. That's $7 I didn't have before. Go down to the bank, deposit that, transfer it over. You got another share of some kind of stock. Where else can you get money? Tax refund. 100% goes into your investment account. 100%. If you do a 401k, these places, Schwab, I think, does it. I would imagine Vanguard. I know the Fidelity does it. You do a 401k with them, take it straight out of your check. Non-taxable. Later, if that's what you want to do. I use the taxable account. I'm not using a 401k or Roth IRA. They have a tax problem or something. I don't deal with that. So anyway, where else can you find money? If you have a couch, check the couch to see if there's any change that you left in there. Pick up change off the ground. Borrow change from somebody. Collect it to more than $1. Put it in your account. Put it in your bank. Transfer it to your brokerage account. There's ways that you can save money and invest money. Like that friend of mine that had a latte every day. She didn't listen to me. She wanted her latte every day. Give up your latte, $5 a day. Or give it up one day a week. I think it was a McDonald's latte or a Starbucks latte, I forget which. So you can save and invest money. As long as you have around $5 or more, you can invest money. There are very few stocks that are less than $1. I'm not talking about the penny stocks right now. I'm talking about stocks that have dividends. Most dividend stocks, a lot of dividend stock. There was a dividend stock I looked at, and I think it was either $2 or $3, $2 and change or $3 and change, and it gave me 3.5 cents yield. 3.5 cents per share. 2 shares, that's 7 cents. That's something. You can find money to invest. Some people will take 10% of what they make and then put that into their investment. You can do that. You can take 5%, 10%, an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 10 hours a check, 20 hours a check, whatever you can afford. You can find ways to invest money. Anything that's part-time gig, put that money aside. Half of it, all of it. Anytime you don't spend some money, you have a $50 bill or a $20 bill, you take out of the bank, and you have change left over, and you didn't spend it, go back to the bank, put that amount back in, and then transfer it. There's lots of places. If you have to wash 10 cars a month to come up with some money, maybe you do 10 cars a month, maybe they'll pay you $10 a car to vacuum and clean it, $100, investment money. The next thing is you get 100 shares of whatever stock. And if that stock does covered calls, then you can have that money and do a covered call. I like to do $3 out. Some people do $1 out. You have 100 shares of whatever stock. They pay you a premium of $5, $6, $7. You also make sure that you do that covered call after the X date. You get the dividend for having it on the X date. Then you also have the premium, which could be $4.75, $5, depends on what stock it is and how much the premium is after your broker takes whatever they take. Now you have another $4.75. Plus you still have the dividend come in. And if the value of the stock goes up that high and they buy it, you have another $300 to invest. That's why I go $3 out. It's $300, a dollar a share, $2 share, $3 share, whatever it is. That's more money that you can invest. If you have 2 different stocks that have different X dates and they're both within 2 weeks of each other, and you line it up just right, you can take the dividend of one and buy the other stock before its X date, and the dividend of the other and buy the first stock before its X date, and you might be able to get 2 dividends from 2 different stocks and invest the money. And you line them up right, you can make not twice as much, but you'll compound your interest. You'll compound your dividend because it pays, and you have to line them up right. It takes a little while to get used to it, but then once you get used to it, you can do it. So that's another way. Now, is there any way that you can cut your expenses? Are you, going to the park every Saturday? You're spending all that gas. Is the park close enough to walk? You might not want to walk. You might not want to go to the park. You might want to take the money that you save in gasoline. Some people will take the bus to work instead of driving, so they save money on gas. You can do that. Whatever it takes to get a little bit of money. So you call up Fidelity. You tell them I sent you, okay? I sent a few people over to Fidelity already. I'll just say, P. Kula sent me. They should know who I am. I sent a bunch of people over there. And then you can get a free account established. You don't have to put a penny in that account. You just establish it. Once it's established, you know what you can do? You can take $1 and transfer it into Fidelity. I don't know what the minimum for Charles Schwab or Vanguard. I think it's probably about $1 or $3 or $5 or whatever it is. Then you have money to work with. Any money that's left over from dividends, you wait until the next stock you want to buy. You invest more. You don't spend the money from dividends yet. If you had $1 million in equity in stock, and it gives you 7%, only 7%, that's 70 grand a year you can live off of. I suggest you live off 35 and invest the rest. Then you'll always have more money coming in. So there's lots of ways that you can find money to invest. Don't worry about how, a lot of people read the Bible. It's a good book to read for information. One thing says, do not despise the day of small beginnings. Okay. So you only have $5 or $10 in your investment account, and you buy one stock, and you have some money left over, and then you wait, and then put some more money in, buy another stock. It's a day of small beginnings. You could become a millionaire eventually, or a billionaire eventually. Just invest, 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 invest. Now, some people want to diversify into real estate. That's okay too. But don't put all of everything 100% in one thing. You might want 2 or 3 different brokerage accounts from 2 or 3 different brokers. You can do that too. Don't be 100% of anything. Be diversified. Don't say, I'm going to buy all Tesla shares. I'm going to buy all GM shares. I'm going to buy all ARR shares. I'm going to buy all ORC shares. I'm going to buy all ET shares. ET is Energy Transfer. ORC is Orchard Island. ARR is Arbor Realty. Tesla is Tesla. So if you have any questions, put it down below. Hit like, subscribe, and share my videos. A lot of people don't know that they can get out of poverty, even if you're a minimum wage person. Look at my earlier videos. You can see a difference. You have a great day, and any questions, put them down below. Or as a lot of people say, put them down below. Anyway, so just text me your questions. Let me know what you want to know. If you need a video on a particular stock, if you want me to look into it for you, let me know. If you want to find out whether Orchard Island is better than ARR or something like that, let me know. Whatever you want, I need you to text me. Put the comments down below. Like this video. Share this video. Okay? Comment on this video. Do all that good stuff for me. I need the algorithms to go up. Okay, you have a great day. And any other questions, anything that you need from me, as a question, I'll try to get back to you. I'll probably do it in less than a year this time. Have a great day.